That's a good.
Earthbound podcast.
What's good, chat? Welcome to episode 42 of the Earthbound podcast. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's your name?
My name's Chu. And you're, what's your name?
Frederick.
Frederick, you're back!
Yeah, I'm fucking eating, bro.
Okay, thanks, Frederick.
So, yeah, man. So, what's happened?
Yeah, so, to discuss the allegations tonight.
Wait, what allegations? I wasn't here for that.
So the allegations were we had a completely different plan for what the tonight's episode was going to be, and then at the very last minute they were canceled. So now we're just kind of improvising.
Well, yeah. So, I was saying that a lot has happened. A lot has happened since we last talked.
No, yeah. What has happened? Can you hear now?
Actually, yes.
Yo, good job.
Kind of. But, anyway. Nintendo stuff, dude.
Oh yeah, yeah, we should talk about that.
Yep. So, what about it, man?
So, we didn't really, our predictions weren't correct. They were sort of correct. We said very vague guesses. At least, which was like, oh, they're going to probably show off some new games. And yeah, technically they did. So let's start from the top. We'll talk about the big issue in a second. The very first thing they showed off was Mario Kart, which I think it looks pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, I actually think I would really like it. It looks really good. It's an open world Mario Kart game.
Oh
you
yeah, I
love
each
course.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
I think I would. I really like the open world mechanics, especially because they're letting you get free roam, so you could just hang out and drive around. That's cool.
Yeah, you get to drive across the entire world. It's awesome.
Yeah, kind of like very much like Forza in the same vein.
Is it?
I think so. That's like a driving game. Is it?
The Crew lets you drive across all of America.
No, then I don't know.
Great.
Yeah, well, I don't know. What do you want me to say?
Bro, just saying things without knowing a single thing about racing games.
Yeah, but I'm just... that's what I've just heard, bro. Anyways.
From who?
What other big announcements besides the big one do we want to talk about?
I was right about the Zelda thing. There will be a Zelda product. Unfortunately, it's going to be Hyrule Warriors. Which I guess that's not unfortunate for most people, because I guess a lot of people like Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, I've seen mixed I've seen a lot of people happy about it, and I've seen a lot of people angry about it.
I don't know. I played Hyrule Warriors for like my 3DS. It's kind of fun, but it's not super my thing.
Yeah, that's fair. They talked about Deltarune. Deltarune 3 and 4. 5. That I'm so hyped for that, like unironically.
Yeah. Yeah. It's way sooner than we thought. Do we want to talk about the release?
Oh yeah. It's
June 5th.
I hope it's because he said it's coming out when the Nintendo Switch 2 comes out,
Which is June 5th.
Well, I don't know if you've heard.
Pre-orders were delayed.
Yeah, pre-orders were delayed. Okay, I couldn't remember if it was just like the release date or if it was pre-orders.
Pre-orders were delayed. No, release date is a way different thing. Pre-orders are delayed just because that's a big thing right now. Which we're not going to talk about. Which we're
gonna be as vague as possible with it.
That's as if a fucking meteor just crashed outside my house and you heard everything and people dying and screaming outside and I didn't mention it. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have to say that things are happening, surrounding money in the general the
general population
of the west part of the global of the world map. But yeah, that's just how it is, and so you can't pre-order it. However, June 5th. Do you know what makes June 5th a special day?
What makes June 5th a special day?
No, I want you to answer.
Is it your birthday?
It is. How did you know?
You
knew because you knew because I pointed it out and you guessed.
Yeah. I forgot, man. I'm sorry. I won't forget. I'll get you a present.
No, the fuck you won't. Don't give me a present.
Yeah, I
don't
will.
fucking no. Don't give me a present. I'm gonna be mad.
I will.
I'm going to be really mad if you give me. I don't like presents actually.
Okay, so then, do you want me to just not acknowledge it at all?
I want the present to be not a present. I want your present to not do anything for me ever.
What if it's like a cool dog flipping GIF?
What? Also, what the fuck?
A GIF of a dog doing a flip.
Dude, I'm looking at my water bottle and it has like the headphone hat. The gamer, you know, the gamer hat, the gamer head.
It has a weird dent water bottles have that. Oh, then never mind. I thought you were talking about the strap.
Dent. It's like they fucked something up at the factory and the plastic is like melted wrong. This is like safe to drink.
I don't give a fuck.
I hope I die. I don't care. So, yeah. Deltarune, big deal, big news,
big deal.
There was
Donkey Kong. Oh, Silk Song, yeah. Silk Song's finally coming out this year, dude.
I hope they fucking cancel it.
Dude, that would be a really funny bit if, like, they give an official release date and then they just, like, are like, yeah, sorry, we canceled it. It was too much work.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because, I mean, I don't know, dude. It's just, I think it's really funny that they finally announced the game that people have been waiting on for like 8 years, and then the world economy just erupts.
Yeah. They knew it was too much power.
Yeah. And also, like, I didn't play, what the fuck was the game?
Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight. I never played Hollow Knight, because I don't care about that.
I like it.
Did you play it?
No.
I thought you owned it.
Didn't we have this exact same conversation?
Josh purchased it for you.
Yeah.
For Christmas, and you never even once downloaded it.
Yeah.
And that's why he's not here, actually, because he was so mad.
Because he's like, he like saw that I didn't play, and he's like, I'm so mad, and he tried to kill me, and then we had to restrain him. Or Teagues had to restrain him.
Yeah, don't say we. I know you can't restrain anything.
Yeah. Well, you restrained him single-handedly with your big, buff, muscular arms.
Yeah. And I grabbed my arm, just flexed so hard that my shirt exploded. Just saw my massive pecs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So what we're Silk Song is the thing that's coming out. Some people care about that, and I do not, and neither do you apparently.
I care about it just for like vicariously through people, just because they've been waiting on it for like years at this point. Well, like we've been waiting for Deltarune for years, so it's like we've been waiting for Tomodachi Life for years, bro.
Tomodachi Life is a way bigger deal. I've been waiting since 2014, buddy.
Yeah.
Because do you know when Tomodachi Life came out?
2014.
June 6th, 2014.
Yeah.
Buddy. So yeah. And the thing is, the wild thing is that that's coming out after the Switch 2 will be released.
But is it? It is coming to the Switch 2, right? I'm hoping.
Well, yeah, it's going to be compatible. It's coming to both.
It's not getting like the DLC package thing that is with a bunch of games?
Seemingly not. They might say more at a later date, but we don't know right now.
Yeah,
because the thing is, like, pretty much all Switch games are going to be compatible with the Switch 2 except select ones. Like, if they require, like, if it's like the Labo or something, obviously that's not going to work, but most are going to work. It's just that you won't be able to use, like, the infrared cameras on the bottom of the Joy-Cons, because those aren't a thing anymore.
Yeah.
So, like, actually WarioWare won't work.
No!
But I didn't play WarioWare, so I don't give a fuck.
But I like Wario.
Did you play WarioWare?
No.
What's the last time you played a WarioWare game?
Genuinely never.
You've never played WarioWare?
I've never played a WarioWare game.
You mean WarioWare?
The closest I got was the WarioWare stage in Super Smash Brothers.
It's pronounced Wario.
What? What did I say?
You said Wario like 8 times. You've been saying Wario for like 10 minutes. It's Wario.
No, it's Wario.
So, are you going to start pronouncing Mario as Morio?
No, it's Mario.
If that's Mario, then Wario is
Wario. Wario and Mario.
It's Wario and Mario. It's Wario and Mario. And I'm going to actually kill you in your sleep if you don't stop talking this instant, young man.
Alright.
So what do you think about Donkey Kong, dude?
From what I've seen, it looks cool. I think because it's being made by the same people that made Odyssey, and like I really like.
Really?
Yeah, it's being made by the same people.
I had no idea. This is the first I've heard of it.
Yeah, and I like how the terrain, like all the terrain, is destructible, and I like the character designs of like the villains.
Oh,
it's like, yeah, everything looks pretty cool.
All of it will be destructible?
I don't think all of it. I just think a majority of it will be destructible.
What about the Twin Towers, dude?
Dude, do you think someone's gonna make the Twin Towers in Donkey Kong Bonanza and then get it destroyed as Donkey Kong?
I don't think so, too.
You doubt the internet.
I don't think that's going to happen. I doubt it's going to happen. I don't think it's happening.
Alright. When it does happen, I'm gonna send it to you.
When it does happen, you're really confident.
Yeah, I'm confident. I think it's gonna happen.
Well, anyway, so what do you think about the redesign, though?
I wasn't a big fan of it. Like, at first, I kind of appreciate it now just because how expressive it is, and I also kind of like the pants, and it's because it's like very much Banjo-Kazooie-esque.
Yeah, but like it's Donkey Kong, not Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, that's true. Like I'm still very mixed on it. What?
That you fold instantly.
I'm just. That's my opinions.
I provide an alternative opinion. You immediately folded to what I said.
No.
It's true that you're a beta male.
No.
Dude, let me tell you something.
What?
My Duolingo streak.
Okay. Do you want me to entertain?
In a week? Because to be honest, I just did it in the middle of that conversation, and you didn't even know.
Okay.
But in a week, it's going to be a 1-year streak. Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay. Well, what do you want me to do about it? Do you want a parade?
I want you to... Never mind.
What do you want me to... No, go ahead.
No, I don't want anything. No, I don't want anything.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Cool say it.
It's a cool thing, man. I worked at it for an entire year. How about that?
No, well, what do you want? What do you want then?
How about that, man? I'd be at work. Grinding.
You're at work? Bro. You work at the Duolingo mines?
I work at the Duolingo factory, yeah. In fact, whenever you get like a question in Duolingo, that's because it's me typing it to you specifically in a different language and asking you to translate it.
It's like that reminds me of how people like. I'm pretty sure it was a bit. But for some people, it probably wasn't a bit. Where they were like, "Oh yeah, ChatGPT isn't actually an AI. There's like some guy on the opposite side of the world who just types out all the answers." I'm like, that's not how that works.
Yes, it is.
No. No one can type that fast.
I can. Hire me.
No, okay, prove it.
Hire me.
Okay. How much do you charge?
$40.
For how long?
$40, and I'll do it for you.
Okay.
Dude, what else? We gotta.
Well, we gotta talk about that one last thing. With the Nintendo prices? Switch 2. Yeah.
That's a thing.
The prices came out. It is for the console. I think it's $400 or like 450. Yeah, $450. And games are $80 to $90.
Yep, 80 digital.
Yep, 80 digital, 90 physical.
And hey, the physical, you get a really good deal because you don't even have the actual games.
Yeah, it literally just... and you purchase a key.
God. Yeah, you purchase a fucking Steam key for the game. And you know the worst thing? Is that it's a Switch case. Which literally are notoriously the worst video game cases of all time because it's just a waste of plastic.
Yeah. So Switch cases are not good.
Thanks for repeating exactly what I just said.
Oh.
Farter.
You can't say that, bro. You gotta censor that.
Yeah, I was gonna say something really bad. It's like I felt the demon on my shoulder for a second there, but I'm all right now.
Do it, say it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've seen some of my IRL friends say that they are gonna get it. I've heard Franco said he was gonna get it like day one, and I'm like, I genuinely might wait. Like, I'm a big Nintendo fan, but even then, that price point is insane.
Why would you not wait? Is my question.
Yeah, I don't know. Just like wanting to experience stuff day one. I don't know.
Who cares, bro? It's a Nintendo
Franco game. Does, apparently.
He likes whatever. I don't care. He likes Skibidi Toilet. Why do you care about his opinion?
I'm just saying that he has gone on record saying that he is going to get the Nintendo Switch 2 day one.
No, he didn't. He's never said that to you.
Yeah. Are you gaslighting me?
Fuck. No. Yeah, I was actually.
Yeah. I know you were.
I had to admit that because I lost Plants vs. Zombies. I'm not gonna lie. I've been playing Vase Breaker Endless Mode. You ever play Plants vs. Zombies Vase Breaker? That's like my dark urge, dude.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Vase Breaker Endless Mode, I think, is the best video game of all time. I'm not joking.
What about World Box?
You haven't played World Box, dude.
I have.
You haven't played it since the first day the update came out.
I actually have, bro.
You didn't even know the game existed until I told you about the update.
Don't you even start, young man.
Young man. Young man.
Yeah, you were.
Just because you're old like that doesn't mean you can talk to me like that.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna hit you with the YMCA, bro. I was the one that introduced us to World Box. I was like, "Hey, should I get World Box?"
Us? I knew what World Box was.
Well, no. I was like, "Hey, you know what? I'm going back in our DMs right now.
Okay, I'm going back all the way to when What exactly did I say?
Let's see. All right.
I think I just said, "Yeah, dude."
Yeah.
I was like,
I said, "Should I buy World Box?" You said, "Yeah, sure." And I said, "Cool." And you said, "I played it on my phone for a couple minutes when I was 13. It was probably the best game I've ever." And I said, "You should play it," and you went, "Nah." I said, "Why?" And I said, and then you said, like, I've been playing Kenshin.
Kenshis.
Yeah, Kenshi.
Kenshis? What did you just say?
Bro, I'm tired, bro.
Chu'S tried to pronounce 2 normal words in a row. Challenge impossible.
Yeah. And then you said, like, the legend of the penis.
Yeah, do you not remember that bit?
I do remember that bit.
Are you lying to me?
Maybe.
You smell.
Good.
It is good, because not everyone can smell.
Yeah.
Some people lost that due to the disease a few years ago, the plague. I can.
What plague?
The plague?
Yeah, no.
That ruined the world a few years ago?
Yeah, say it.
COVID-19?
Over.
What's the big deal behind me saying that?
I don't know. I thought you were dancing around it for some reason. I was like, why are you dancing around it?
I'm just calling it the plague because that's what it was. It was a plague that ruined the world for a while.
Yeah, and people said it didn't happen.
It still didn't happen. It wasn't real.
What do you mean it wasn't real?
It wasn't real, dude. It wasn't real. We were put into a big VR simulation for a few years.
Yeah, we all just got put on hallucinogenic drugs, and we just all imagined it.
Yeah. Right. It's like when people tell you that, like, Pearl Harbor was real.
Was it?
Oh. You think they bombed all of the harbor?
I thought you were gonna say, you think they bombed the entire ocean?
I mean, you could theoretically bomb the entire ocean. Probably not that hard.
Yeah, you could. You could nuke a hurricane, and it could be go away.
It could be go away.
Shut up! I tried to skip past it so you couldn't hear.
It could be go away.
It could be go away.
Yeah. Well, did we... You kind of moved on past the Donkey Kong thing, didn't we? The design. The design is the big thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's because you kind of like it.
Yeah, I'm alright with it.
You said you really liked it. You thought it looks good.
Yeah, I thought... Yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm waving my little foam finger that says Donkey Kong, I love you.
That's a little bit weird. Because you know he's a monkey.
Yeah, he's not a donkey. Yeah, he's a monkey. They should call him Monkey Kong.
Well, why did they call him Donkey Kong?
I don't know. I'll look it up.
It's because he has a huge ass. Did you not hear me, like, barely get through that sentence?
Yeah. Dude, Miyamoto designed him as a dumb, humorous antagonist. Named Donkey to give him a stubborn and Kong to imply gorilla.
It's a dumb name.
Yeah. He's a dumb monkey. That's his name.
Well, the thing is that, like, he does seem a lot more dumb with the redesign, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, he's a little goofy.
He looks stupid, like, legitimately. Right?
What's your beef with Donkey Kong, bro?
Because Donkey Kong, I think I'm making some personal, like, game theory about this, about how, like, this is not the Donkey Kong that we've known for a while. This is like the next generation Donkey Kong.
This is like his son, Donkey Kong Jr.?
Kong. This is Kiddy Kong. This is Kiddy Kong.
This is Kiddy Kong?
It's Kiddy Kong because, remember, the old Donkey Kong was the son...
Was Cranky Kong.
He was the son of... No, the son of Cranky Kong.
He was the son of Cranky Kong?
Cranky Kong was the Donkey Kong from the original Donkey Kong game.
That's what I said, and you were like, no, he was the son now of the original Donkey Kong.
I mean the one from most of the Donkey Kong Country series was the son. And then the first one from the Donkey Kong arcade machine was Cranky Kong.
Yes.
He talked about this in Donkey Kong Country. And now I think but he was still known. Cranky Kong used to be known as Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
And there's also Donkey Kong Jr., which I don't remember. Is that actually his son?
I think Donkey Kong Jr.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong. Yeah, I think Donkey Kong Jr. is the current Donkey Kong's father. And Cranky Kong is the Donkey Kong's grandfather.
Are you sure?
I'm gonna look up Donkey Kong family tree.
Donkey Kong Jr. I'm on the Super Mario Wiki. His father, Donkey Kong.
Yes, what? Cranky Kong's the grandfather. Donkey Kong Jr. is current Donkey Kong's father.
Wait. Oh, yeah. What? Okay. So I guess he just doesn't matter at all.
Yeah.
Well,
wait, what if it's Donkey Kong Jr., bro?
It's not, because no, he'd be too old for that.
No, but like, what if this is like a past adventure of Donkey Kong Jr. before... Oh, okay.
He doesn't wear shorts, he wears a tank top.
Well, but Cranky Kong didn't wear clothes, and now he wears a tank top.
No, he doesn't. Wait, does he?
Yeah, Cranky Kong wears a tank top.
Does he? A crank top?
Yeah, he wears a crank top.
How do you know? He has a big beard. Covers his whole body.
Well, look at what he's wearing.
He wears like a vest. That's not a tank top. He wears like a vest. He wears an old people vest, dude. He wears like a sweater.
Yeah. Okay.
Without sleeves. Yeah.
Also, damn. I just realized that Funky Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. both wear tank tops.
Yeah.
And
I think it's
Diddy Kong wears like... Yeah, Diddy Kong also wears kind of like a tank top, but it's kind of more like a t-shirt.
Yeah. I think it's more likely that this is actually Funky Kong, but he's only wearing the shorts.
Yeah. And then Tiny Kong also wears a tank top.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
but Kitty Kong
wears a onesie, bro.
Yeah. And that looks most like the shorts.
Actually, you might be onto something.
Because it's the same color as like the shorts and stuff. And then
yeah.
Maybe this is him growing up because his hair is the same too.
Yeah.
He has like a little spike.
Maybe like... Did Kitty Kong and Donkey Kong have a good relationship?
I don't know. What's the family tree like?
I'm looking at it. I'll send it to you.
Where do you get this? Do you know if it's even accurate?
No.
I doubt it is.
No, it's
probably found this on Reddit.
It is Reddit.
Oh my god. Okay. So
this was the first result when I looked up Donkey Kong family tree, bro.
Oh, so they're from like a different lineage?
Yeah, apparently.
But I don't understand. I think... Okay, because I knew that Diddy Kong was Donkey Kong's nephew, but
yeah,
how does that work? Because Diddy Kong's a monkey and Donkey Kong is not.
What are you saying?
Donkey Kong is like an ape, and Diddy Kong is like a monkey, so they're like different, so that he can't be his nephew.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. Maybe like one of, maybe like Donkey Kong.
You're making something up.
Maybe Junior the Second, like married a monkey, bro.
I don't think that's how that works, but
that is how that works.
No, it's not.
Because they're nephew.
No. There's two Donkey Kong Juniors.
Well, I don't know who Junior the Second is. I don't know who that is.
You remember Donkey Kong Barrel Blast for the Wii?
Not really.
You can play as Cranky Kong's dead wife.
Oh yeah, Wrinkly Kong.
I think it's really awesome that Cranky Kong's wife is dead. He doesn't care.
Yeah. I mean, would you if your wife was dead?
Not if she was Wrinkly Kong.
Yeah. Well, if he was Wrinkly Kong?
What?
You said not if he was Wrinkly Kong, bro.
I said she.
No, you said he, bro.
I'm gonna say... Never mind. I'm gonna say something really bad.
What about... How do you feel about Karate Kong?
I don't know who that is.
Well, look at the family tree I sent, bro. He's on Relationship.
I can't because it's the worst quality JPEG of all time. He looks ugly. I don't care.
All right. What about Swanky Kong?
I like Swanky Kong.
Yeah, Swanky Kong's cool.
Swanky Kong is awesome. I wish I was Swanky Kong sometimes.
Well, you could be.
Funky Kong. What do you think about Funky Kong?
I like Funky Kong.
What were you
Remember that bit? Remember that bit I did like years ago where I would just listen to Funky Kong ASMR nonstop?
And it wasn't even funny?
Yeah, it wasn't funny, but that's just what I was synonymous with.
Yeah, you've had a lot of, like, character arcs, I'll say.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think my current one is alright?
What's your current one?
I don't know. I can't look inwards to figure it out.
What's your current bit that you do?
I don't know actually. I do the cat jiggle gif a lot.
What?
This.
Oh, that? You don't even do that much. That's not even close.
I do it with Franco a lot.
Remember your arc where you had a bunch of clones? The people don't know about that.
Yeah.
People don't know about the clone arc.
I don't. Does Josh know? Was he there for that?
He was not there. No, this was in a group chat. This was before we had a server.
Yeah. God,
this was
bro.
In group chats, bro.
Yeah, this was pre like making any servers, meeting anyone that we know.
I mean, we knew. What do you mean meeting anyone that we didn't? We knew each other back then.
No, I didn't know.
This was like 2020.
Yeah.
2020, 2021, I'm pretty sure, was when we were doing that bit.
Yeah.
Why did you just grow? Yeah, it was like 2021. You're like,
because I'm stretching, because I'm tired, bro.
I've been tired since like 2 p.m., dude. I woke up tired. I'm pretty sure.
You woke up at 2 p.m. and you're
I did not wake up at 2 p.m. I woke up tired. There's no.
Okay.
I said I was tired at like 2 p.m. because I was talking to you at like 2 p.m. No, wait, no, that was like 4 p.m., wasn't it?
Yeah, that was 4 p.m. That was 4 p.m. my time, 3 p.m. your time.
Yeah, no, you're right. I woke up at 2 p.m. and I immediately was exhausted, so I went back to bed. I woke up at 4 p.m. to talk to you. That's exactly what I did, dude.
Yeah.
No, but I'm pretty sure that's what like actual YouTubers do. I'm pretty sure that's what successful YouTubers are like.
Yeah. Where they just like will record for an hour and sleep all day.
They wake up at 5 p.m. and play a popular game for like 2 hours, and then they send
play a popular game for 2 hours. You have 2 hours, and then react to TikToks on like a live stream for another hour.
Is that why we never hear from Jay Schlatt?
Yeah. Yeah, he won't return our calls.
Dude, I have big news. I
What's the
stopped. I unsubscribed from Sleep Deprived.
That's big for you. You're like the biggest sleep deprived guy I know.
Oh, that you know? Yeah, because you don't know any. I watched like I would say I watched like every 3 of their new uploads. I would watch them, but the last few have been really just slop, and it's like that you are making just free money. This is like the worst content of all time, and you're just making actual like infinite money glitch stuff because it's not even
all
entertaining.
Like, it's TikTok reacts, right?
Well, not on Sleep Deprived, no.
What are they doing then?
Usually they'll either play like a Roblox game or something, or like some new popular game like that drug dealing game, or or Repo, or the last few times they've been doing like submission type content where like people will send in like photos of like their bedrooms or their desk or something.
Oh yeah.
Or like their social media accounts and they'll like just talk about it. It's literally like the amount of effort they're putting into like being entertaining is like the same amount that we do when we're just like hanging out. It's just like the three of us hanging out and playing like a Roblox hobby. Yeah. It's the same amount of effort.
Yeah, where we're just literally just making noises at each other and making each other laugh.
Yeah, like.
But if anyone else saw it, they would think we're stupid.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. They just make so much money off of it. It's like you could make something actually entertaining, but I don't think Sleep Deprived fans care. So whatever.
Yeah, they're fans of Sleep Deprived.
Dude, and also, I got so sick because I got so sick of their like thumbnails because they stopped doing like good thumbnails that they had their artists make. They just started doing slop thumbnails. So I quit.
See this.
I think they do some once in a while, but not all of them.
Yeah. I see. It's like the latest one is the like Schlatt YouTuber reaction face, and he's like, it's just copied and pasted onto anything.
It's so like bad. Oh man.
I love this other one. 51st Date.
Oh yeah, no, they've done a lot of videos where it's just them making out, and the title doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my favorite things is just the going on the YouTuber Josh with the W, not the random Joshua, our co-host. Or sorry, our guest.
Yeah,
the YouTuber Josh is just going to his channel and looking at there's this one image of him screaming that he reused for like all of his uploads for like a couple months.
I remember this.
It's just the same image of him screaming. It was so dope. That's all his thumbnails are just the same. Oh my god.
What's funny is like it's the same like 3 shirts, but they're all in different somewhat different poses. So I like to imagine he just sat down one day and just
Yeah. Oh my god. Dude. Apparently one time he paid an editor like $10 to edit a stream highlight.
Like a full-length video?
Yeah, he gave him $10 to do that. It's like, yeah, this is $10 level of content, to be honest. So
was it just like bare minimum editing?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and the fact that he had like a slight resurgence when the SDMP was going on, and then it stopped. So he's back to school. He has to finish his degree.
Oh yeah, he's like actually getting like a doctorate, right?
He's literally getting a PhD in history. It's like imagine he tripled down on the worst degree of all time. It's like if you were still in college for graphic design.
Yeah.
It would have been funny if you were.
I've considered going back and getting like an actual like PhD in graphic design.
No, you have not. No, you have not. I don't believe that.
Yeah. Look, man, it wasn't like a full-on like consideration. It was just like a, what if I did this? I don't think that's smart.
For graphic design in particular?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, he 2 years ago, he made a video, iCarly for Wii is a disaster. It has had 34,000 views for the last 2 years. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah. Is the wait? So it just like got that amount of views and then just plateaued?
Yeah, no, that's like the worst video on his channel now.
Oh my god!
Well, he has one video with less views, and it's a video that came out 3 weeks ago, so it's definitely going to beat it. What?
What about Roblox games that will make you cry?
How many does that have?
A 51K.
That's not that bad for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man. I want to go back to talking about the Nintendo thing, because you know how they had that one game that's just going to tell you about the Switch and be like a tech demo, and it's going to cost like $20.
And it costs money. Yeah.
It's going to cost you like $20.
That's another thing. That's another thing that's insane to me. Because, like, if that was on any other console, that would be like a free tech demo type thing.
Yeah. I mean, dude, think about how Wii Sports came with the Wii. Wii Sports.
Yeah.
Like, bro. And that's just a good game on its own. It's not even good as like a tech demo thing. It's just a good game.
Okay.
I know this one is people, like
the Wii sold out because people wanted to play Wii Sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
That's an actual true fact.
Yeah. It was awesome, dude.
Yeah.
And I mean, the Wii was a good console.
And now you have to pay $20 to learn what your Nintendo Switch 2
It's because, okay, Nintendo have been kind of just like slowly ramping up their level of greed.
Yeah.
Over time. So, you know.
And it's got to the point where it's a lot more noticeable.
You get... Jesus Christ.
What?
I'm gonna fall asleep.
I'm tired. I'm not a Sigma.
Yeah, if only we didn't start late. For reference, we started like 30. We started like an hour later than we usually do.
Yeah, because someone.
What?
Not you.
You were making it sound like it was me. I was like, "What do you want from me?"
No, it wasn't
what do
you.
Want from me,
dude? Who it was?
The evil gnome.
Was the evil gnome known as who sometimes goes by the name Joshua.
Yeah,
he was planning on joining us tonight. And so we had plans with what we wanted to do with this podcast. He gave us a plan, which we're probably going to do for next one, I'm assuming.
No, never again. Never again. I'm never listening to Joshua again. The random Joshua, as we call him.
Yeah. So he was like, "Hey, I have an idea for the podcast," and we were like, "Okay, cool." And he was like, "Hey, by the way, I got to do some stuff. So, like, could we delay the podcast like an hour past our usual time?" And it's like, "Okay, whatever, that's fine." Josh hasn't been here for a while. That's totally fine. Literally 5 minutes before we were supposed to start, he sends a message that. Well, because I'm pissed off because I'm tired, bro. He sent the message 5 minutes before, and that's like, "Oh, hey guys, I actually can't make it tonight. I'm sorry." It's like, I wouldn't mind if you sent it, like, it was the reason I'm so heated right now is because it was like literally last minute. If he sent it earlier in the day, that's fine, and we had to delay for some other reason. I wouldn't be as pissed off. It was the fact that we delayed and then had to. I'm tired, man. I'm too tired to be angry.
How tired?
Too tired. That's a bit I've been doing. That's one of my arcs I've been going on recently.
That is an arc. No, it's not.
Yeah. Also, another arc I've been doing recently is my 3 arc.
No, it's not. You've done that like twice.
Only twice, yeah.
You did that because you saw me do it and you thought it was cool. Because I'm the cool person here. Because I'm cool.
No.
Cool, and I skateboard and stuff.
No.
I actually don't know how to skateboard. No. I used to own a skateboard, you know.
I actually didn't know that.
Well, actually, it wasn't mine. It was my older sibling got it for their birthday, and I like stepped on it once, and then I fell over, so I didn't use it ever because I was like 9 years old.
Well, can you skateboard now?
No, because I don't have a skateboard.
We'll get one.
How much does skateboards even cost?
Like I don't know, $20.
You sound like when Bill Gates was asked to like assess the price of regular groceries. Like, how much is a loaf of bread? Do you think? It's like, I don't know, like $40.
$20. Yeah. How much is a banana? I don't know, like $10-15.
A single banana.
Yeah, a single banana.
Well, no, dude. I can't skateboard. I'm like 21. I'm too old for that shit.
Nah, well, you could rollerblade.
See, if you're over the age of like 19, then you have to learn how to rollerblade. You can't roller skate anymore.
Yeah, it's a government mandated policy, bro.
Dude, I would be so cool if I went to like in college, I just wore rollerblades every day and that's how I got to class.
Dude, you'd be the coolest person on campus, bro.
Going upstairs would be annoying though.
Well, just do the sidewalk thing where you have your feet pointed like to the side.
Well, they also have the things that you can on like your toes on the toes.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Step on. So, yeah.
Just get like Heelys or something.
Do they even make Heelys for like adults?
They most definitely do, bro.
Or do you have Heelys?
Yeah, I have Heelys.
Grown ass man using Heelys.
Grown ass man with his Heelys, bro.
Grown ass man uses Heelys. Buys the Switch 2 at a launch.
Buys the Switch 2. Buy.
Can we talk about how the Switch you can upgrade your Switch games to Switch 2, the Switch 2 re-release for like Zelda, and it adds like 2 things that don't even matter.
Yeah,
and it costs like $20 to upgrade.
Dude, the one I'm very excited for is the Kirby one.
La Kirby,
because I might be a big Kirby guy.
La Kirby, yeah.
Yeah, but like that, based upon what I've seen, that's like an actual like whole ass DLC / new game mode for that.
Yeah, I mean, you played Kirby, didn't you?
Yeah, I really like Kirby in the Forgotten Land.
Yeah. For a second, I thought you were going to say Kirby's Epic Yarn, but I forgot that is not the new Kirby game.
Yeah, I played Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Did you know that Kirby's Epic Yarn was the last 3DS game?
Yeah, it was because they released a DLC for Kirby's Epic Yarn that only gave you like an invincible power up, and that was it. And people got pissed.
They made DLC.
So the whole point. So the only thing. So okay. So they released Kirby's Epic Yarn on the 3DS. However,
yes.
the edition that they added onto the 3DS version of Kirby's Epic Yarn was what was pretty much a power-up that, in the grand scheme of things, didn't really do much.
Mm-hmm.
Like it gave you the ability. What's up?
What?
You started giggling like a little goblin.
No. No, it's just I heard your background noise.
Yeah, my dog came into my room.
Oh, what do you mean? Why did I hear the? I thought like your dad walked in and was like judging you, because I heard like the doorknob turn and like it opening.
No, that was just my dog.
Your dog knows how to open doors?
No, that was just the noise it made when the door opened.
It was like ajar. I thought I heard the knob turn.
It might have been. I don't know, man.
Because you paused in the middle for a second and like started talking super weirdly. So I was like, did your like family just walk in, start listening to you? Oh my god. Yeah. So
Yeah, no, it was. I paused because I was like, who's at the door, bro? It was just my dog. But yeah, pretty much in the 3DS version of Kirby's Epic Yarn, it just added a power up that is pretty much useless because it just like I think it was like it either made you invincible or it like let you kill enemies in one hit. But the whole point of Kirby's Epic Yarn was that you could kill enemies in one hit already by using like your yarn ability.
Yeah. You can't die in Kirby's Epic Yarn, right?
No, you can't.
What a stupid game.
But yeah, so there was that was a whole thing for Kirby fans when that came out.
Yeah, and that was the last 3DS game ever made.
Yeah.
Yep. Well. Alright, man. So now they're making the DLC for the new Kirby.
Yeah, I really do want to play it, but at the same time, I don't want to buy a Switch 2.
Maybe the price will go down in like a few years.
That's not gonna happen, bro.
Maybe you'll have a lot of money in a few years.
Dude, maybe like we'll get maybe we'll get YouTube money and you'll give it all to me. Because you really like my bits. Yeah.
Oh, $450 of the YouTube money will go to you.
Yeah. And I'll buy a Switch 2, but nothing else because I can't, because it's $450.
I like how the fact that if you buy Switch 2 and just the Switch 2, there's nothing you can do on it. You're going to have no games.
Dude. This is the unlimited bacon, but no games. Dude, wait. This Switch 2 is unlimited games, but no games, bro.
It's literally, yeah, dude. Everyone was joking about the PS5, now everyone's going to be joking about the Switch 2.
Yeah. I mean, I have, like, just basic Switch games already, so I could technically play those. But, like,
yeah, but what would be the point of playing those on the Switch 2 in particular?
I don't know. Better graphics, I guess.
No, they won't be better. It's going to be the same graphics. It's the same game.
I don't know, man.
It'll be a better frame rate, I guess.
Yeah.
And I think it'll have... Do they all have OLED screens?
I think so. I think that's one of the main gimmicks of the Switch 2, where it's like, oh, it's like actually good now.
And 120 FPS, which, to be honest...
Yeah.
Dude... I don't care about getting more than 60 frames. I actually legitimately do not care at all. Because I have my monitor is 100 hertz, and so I've been.
Why is it hurting you, bro?
Fuck you! I don't care. I've been using that, right?
Yeah,
I've been using that.
Yeah.
But I can't tell the difference between this and 60.
Mm-hmm.
Like legitimately, I can't tell the difference between 100 and 60 frames.
Yeah, that's honestly fair. It's like there are some nerds out there that are like that can tell the difference. I don't care, man.
Hey, Kai.
It's like, Yeah, AK.
That's literally AK. I'm not joking. That's literally AK.
Yeah. He's not gonna listen to this either. Yeah.
No. But he cares a lot about stuff like that, and
yeah.
it's like, who actually cares, dude? Listen, dude, I was totally used to 30 frames as a kid. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that.
That was just what was normal.
That was the norm. That was literally the best quality that you could get back in the day.
I mean, that's not true. I'm pretty sure like the Xbox was 60 frames.
Yeah, it probably was.
But the Wii was not. It was a big deal when the Wii U was like HD 60 frames.
Yeah, and then no one bought it.
Yeah. Well, because I don't know what even was the deal with the Wii U?
The touch screen pad.
That is dumb.
That was the whole gimmick. It was like, oh, you got a pad.
Well, no,
now.
but like, what was bad about the Wii U in particular, though?
I think it was just like the fact that a lot of games had like gimmicks to them involving the pad, and it was like, I don't want to mess around with the pad, bro.
Did people just like not really? I don't know. I think it was just the kind of thing that like a lot of people who didn't already like Nintendo just didn't take it that seriously.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think that was the case.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Well, no, dude. I.
But then the Switch came around and people went ecstatic.
That's
over
true.
That.
Except the Switch had a little bit of a rough launch.
Did it? I remember when it came out, it was like a big thing.
I knew it was a big thing, but like, it was. It has some like technical stuff, I think.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, like Joy-Con drift and like yeah.
Yeah, and apparently like sometimes they just like break.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, and also if you put the Joy-Cons back on the system the wrong way, they would get like stuck, and it'd be really hard to pry them off. And people would often break it trying to get them removed because it was like stuck really hard. That happened to me once, but I didn't break it. I got it off. So that was awesome. Yeah. No, actually, I don't think it was. I think it was the covers for the Joy-Cons when you take them off. So like.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah, and I imagine Switch 2 is probably going to have its fair share of technical issues or like hardware issues.
Yeah.
But like, hey, let's see how it goes. It's not out yet. I do think the mouse feature for it is kind of cool.
I do like that. I think playing Metroid like that would be awesome.
Oh yeah, dude! A Metroid like with what is essentially a mouse is gonna be awesome, bro.
Yeah, essentially a mouse.
Yeah, essentially a mouse. Bless you.
I was poisoned. Okay, this is so dumb. This is dumb, dude. This is stupid.
This is gonna be the worst. What was that one episode with a guy where it was like, bro, I don't even remember any of the conversations we had.
That one wasn't actually. Gonna be the new. I thought that one was fine. That one was not bad. The one we did with Akai, that was fun.
Okay. That was a good time. Well, this one's gonna be slop.
Well, yeah. But I don't know, dude.
Which I promised Franco I would try to make I promised Franco that I would try to make this night's episode entertaining. I failed.
You're literally you have the least. You're out of the two of us. You have the least energy.
Yeah.
And I've been tired all day.
Well, I'm tired now.
Because according to you, I woke up at like 5 p.m.
Yeah. You woke up at 5 p.m. You ate dinner. You did a podcast for an hour. You fell back asleep. You woke up at 5 p.m. the next day.
I woke up to go take a shower, but I was too tired, so I fell asleep in the bathroom.
Yeah, I woke up to hot water hitting my face 45 minutes later.
Yeah, I went to the kitchen to go grab some food, but I was too tired, so I fell asleep.
So I fell asleep. I woke up to my dad poking me with like a spoon, trying to get me to move out of the way.
Yeah, and I tried to get out of the way, but I was too tired, so I fell asleep.
So I fell asleep again. I woke up an hour after that to a phone call that said from Chu that said we got to do the podcast. I went to my room, sat down at my desk. But I was too tired, so I fell asleep.
Yeah, then I went to my computer because I had to register for classes, and then I fell asleep.
Yeah, and it turns out I registered for all of them.
Then I had to go to my first class in 2 seconds, but I was too tired, so I fell asleep.
I woke up an hour later to a different teacher in a different classroom. I don't know how I got there. Please help me.
Oh, man. Dude, did you ever have just, like, really, like, bad days in school?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like, especially like college, where I would just be like, it wouldn't. Sometimes it would just be a class that I went to where I was just like, I don't care about this, but I have to pay attention, otherwise I won't be able to do the homework, and I'm gonna get in trouble for the next time we do this class.
Well, yeah, but also, like, you were just, like, tired because you didn't sleep.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. Dude, there was, I think, yeah, I don't remember what the class was. I showed up. I was I think the previous night I was just having trouble sleeping, so I was like struggling to keep my eyes open, and at one point, it was like independent. It was for. This is gonna make me sound awful. It was for a graphic design class. Yeah. And a big part of those is like the teacher telling you what to do for like the first 10 minutes, and then the remaining 50 minutes is you working on like independent work for like projects, or just like it's just independent work. It's free time to work on stuff that's due at the very end of the semester. And like eventually the professor came to me and I was like, "Hey, I'm so sorry. I didn't get any sleep last night. Could I just rest my eyes for the remainder of class?" And she was like, "Yeah, that's fine."
Mhm. That was what that's what happened.
What? What do you mean?
I expected it to be some catastrophic thing that happened. It's like, yeah.
No, yeah, she leaned down and screamed at my face, and she grabbed me by my hair and threw me through a window.
Yeah, and you got so tired you fell asleep.
Yeah, I got so tired I fell asleep on the way down. And then I woke up 45 minutes later in a pool of my own blood in a pile of glass.
Do you remember that one? That reminds me of the story of the guy who like got punched when he was in college, and then like he was passed out for like 10 seconds. For that 10 seconds, he had like a weird dream about how he lived like full 10 years of life with a family. And then one day he saw a lamp that looks weird in his living room, and he was like, "That lamp doesn't look right." And then he woke up.
Oh my god, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, and like he got all sad over his fake son not existing.
Dude, the thing is that I think that might be real. Like that could be made up, but I think it has a lot of. I think it's very possible that that's real.
Yeah, it's possible.
Because like the brain does weird stuff with like your dreams and stuff, man.
That reminds me of another story that I think it was like a Tumblr story where it was like this guy who had like some kind of damage to like the back of his head, where he had like severe brain damage, and it was like he got into an accident and got like, I don't know if it was like amnesia or like a split personality thing. Like he was in an accident and then he blacked out for what was essentially years, and then woke up in an office at a job that he was working at like years later, and he was like, he didn't remember any part of his life for like the last like 3 years. And just like one day just was like in his office in a job, and he was like, what happened? I don't know how I got here.
Yeah. That would suck.
Yeah, the brain's weird, bro.
Yeah, bro. You ever have a dream that does just like last for like days at a time?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I've had reoccurring dreams that are like the same thing, to the point where like I'm starting to confuse them with reality.
That's true. There have been a lot of times where I don't remember. I don't know if like something that happened was like real or if I dreamed about it.
Yeah. I think I've told you about these dreams before, where I've dreamed like I'm in, I don't know if it's like a high school scenario or just a general school scenario, where I'm like I'll be dreaming like I'm going to classes and like taking finals, and like when I wake up I'm like, oh no, I gotta do the final for this class, and then I'm like, wait a second, I'm not in school anymore. Why am I freaking out over this? And the thing is, like, it's the same like scenario every time. Like, well, it's not the same scenario. It's like the same like classes every time, and every dream it's like me in a different class. And like sometimes I'll be like, okay, I need to get my English homework done, and I'm like, and then I'll wake up and I'll be like, wait, I haven't taken English for like years. Why? What is happening?
Yeah, no, that's true. Dude, I've had this weird, I wouldn't call it like a recurring dream, but it's like a recurring like kind of premise, I guess. Where like, I'll be like in school and I'll have like a normal day of school, and then I remember I had like a science class that for some reason, just this one class, I didn't attend it for like for like 2 months, and I was like, wait, I never did my homework for this class, and all of that homework is due specifically. That homework is due specifically today, and I would have to come up with like a bullshit excuse as to why I had to like go home so I could avoid the repercussions.
That's what happens in my dream, where it's like it'll be like, okay, I was like, oh no, I had this big project due and I completely forgot about it.
No, my first thought in every dream was like, oh, I have to pretend I'm sick so I can go home and do my project in one night, and then the next day I go back to school. I'll do it.
Yeah.
And some days I'll dream where I'm going back the next day and I somehow didn't do it. I like didn't remember. I'm like, oh shit, I have to do it again, and then it just repeats. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's it's wild because. I don't know, that didn't like happen to me in school.
Yeah, it's always like classes that never happened to me, but like for some reason they're so familiar to me. Like I've been like it's rooms that I've been in for classes like when I was in high school, but they don't correspond to like actual rooms. Like there's one room that's a math room, and like I'm taking an English lesson there, and it's like it does, like when you think about it, when you wake up it just doesn't add up, but when like when you're in dream mode you're like, oh, this all makes sense. Yeah
man. Yeah. Oh my god. Well, dude, I did have this other dream the other night though. You want to know what it is?
What?
So basically, I was at like Disneyland and stuff, and fucking like Goofy was there and Mickey Mouse and whatever, and like they started like making out and stuff, and then Yeah. He was like, I've been having a really hard time, man.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, have you been having any weird dreams lately?
Yeah, I've been having this. I think I told you about it in DMs.
Yeah.
It was the one where it was like, wah,
Wah,
wah, wah.
wah, wah, wah.